Hello, everyone. So, today I was looking at this article on the community, and this is really exciting article because this article talks about the inclusion of automation for Jira on Jira Data Center version. Now, we all know that Jira server version will go away, and everyone will have to move to either Data Center or Jira Cloud. On Jira Cloud, we have automation rules to basically do wonderful automations, but on server version, to have those capabilities, to have those automations, you have to basically use this app called automation for Jira, which is basically an app as of right now. But after 30th of June, this particular app will be a native functionality. So just like advanced roadmaps and insight, you will have this particular automation for Jira functionality within Jira. And this is definitely exciting because, of course, we all love script runner. I love script runner. It is by far my number one favorite app for doing automations, for integrating with other tools. But to use script runner, you need to write scripts, and I know that not everyone can or is willing to go through that learning curve of writing scripts, and you need someone like me or a consultant or a developer to do it. But automation for Jira is like a low code or no code approach where you can create automations, variety of automations very easily using the interface. And by the way, if you want to learn automation for Jira, you can actually take a look at my free Mastering Jira Cloud Automation playlist, my free course. And if you go through this particular course, I mean, as you can see, I have like many videos. I mean, I have been I think in fact 86 videos in total, which is quite a lot, by the way. And if you know how to do it on cloud, you can do it on server. It's the same thing, even with the app. And this particular functionality, I'll be, of course, trying it out on server, although I have tried it, but I'm looking forward to that particular day when I have my Jira instance with built-in rules. And for a lot of my clients, I know that they will be super happy and excited because using automation rules, you can actually cover a lot of or variety of automations, a variety of use cases, and if I have to maybe summarize the automations that I have created in the past, or if I have to summarize maybe the scripts that I have written in the past, I would say a lot of them, I don't really have like a percentage, like a 40-60 or 30-70, but I think a lot of those cases can be covered with the automation rules. For example, if you want to call a REST API, you can do that with automation, which is of course a bit complicated example. You can also trigger these automation rules using webhook. So that is also a possibility. You can have a simple if-else block. You can delete attachments. You can calculate time difference. You can also create, or basically in a way sync the release dates. I mean, not each and everything, but yeah, there are some possibilities. You can also create issues from GitLab push. So if you look at, I mean, just look at the things that you can do on this particular page, and then you will realize that yes, you can do a lot of things. But of course, because you're not writing your code, you're not really, using automation rules, you're not really going to cover or implement a bit complex business logic. And of course, that is where script runner comes into picture. But I think many clients will appreciate this native feature on Jira Data Center. It might be slightly concerning for script runner because if, let us say, I have to make a choice, or because I'm a consultant, right? And my job is to give my clients unbiased opinion or feedback, or basically provide consultation based on what is best for them. Let us say if a client is asking me, okay, Ravi, we have to sync the issues, or basically we have to copy the value from parent to child, or maybe we have to transition the issue or auto close the issues automatically, or we have to do something on a regular basis. I think these things can be done very easily using automation tools, and you don't have to use script now. So I will, of course, be open about it. Whenever I am working with a client, I'll tell them that yes, you can do it using native functionality. I mean, I still do it for cloud, because when I have to maybe work for a client where they are working on Jira Cloud, and they ask me, okay, we want to do this, we want to do that, not talking about automations, I tell them, yes, you can do 70% of it using those rules on cloud, but for everything else, you either need to do it outside Jira by interacting with Jira using REST API, or maybe use automation rules to call your Jira REST API, which is also a possibility, but it's a bit cumbersome because you have to, in the automation rules, you have to expose your auth key, which is of course not desirable. Of course, it is limited to Jira administrators, but still it is exposed, and it may not be ideal, by the way. And at the same time, for example, I once showed you how to fetch the postcode details or weather information using open APIs, something like this. And you can do that, by the way, using automation rules. So you should be able to, let me check. So I think, yeah, validate UK postcode. So I was working for someone where the requirement was that when the user enters their postcode, we have to validate whether the postcode is valid or not. So you can do that by simply calling one endpoint. So there is a REST API. There is a resource that you can consume to validate this, because you will get the JSON response back, and there was no authentication needed. So this is of course a good example where automation rules can do wonderful things. And at the same time, because automation for Jira is now going to be part of the Jira native functionality, what I will do is I will definitely cover few things that are only possible on server, or I should say data center. And this is definitely exciting news. I'm happy that Atlassian has introduced this app as part of the native functionality in Jira. So thank you very much, Atlassian, for doing this. I think a lot of clients, a lot of organizations will benefit from this move, and thank you once again. And that is all I wanted to talk about in this video. And by the way, these days, or today and tomorrow, there is Atlassian summit. I shouldn't say summit, but Teams event, Teams 22 happening. And unfortunately, I couldn't go to Las Vegas, although I was supposed to. But no, I'm not really going because I had some issues. But I will be there in the London office on 8th of, what is the date today? So today is 6th, yeah. So I'll be there on 7th of April. So this video will be, you must be watching this video on 7th of April. So if you are in London, you can come to the viewing party. I've already announced this on LinkedIn, but let me show you the details of the post. So basically this viewing party is happening here. This is the address, Lincoln Inn Fields. It is in central London, not far from Moorgate or Liverpool Street or Bank Station. So it's nearby, or maybe St. Paul Cathedral. So it's like, walking distance. So I'll be there today, although I'm making this video on 6th of April, but you will be watching it on 7th. So if you want to say hi to me, or if you are in London, then this would be a good opportunity for you to meet me, and I would love to meet you as well. All right, so that is all I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much. Bye bye.